You are viewing my childhood, round about 1995. Well, let's clarify, you're viewing a console attempt at my childhood, round about 1995. Despite the fact that the SNES version of the original SimCity was widely regarded as a quality port of Will Wright's masterpiece, SimCity 2000 had a much more difficult time on the consoles of its era. PCs could handle the intense number crunching required to reticulate all those splines, and had a much easier time with input using a keyboard and a mouse. The Saturn version, courtesy of friend of the show Genie and PA, maintains all the sewer line running, development zoning, city building fun of the original. It's a diligent attempt at recreating the PC experience, but unfortunately, it's held back by massive lag, uncomfortable controls, and a lack of cows. The idea is the same as it's always been: mold the land before you into a bustling civilization full of dentists, mechanics, newspaper columnists, and other citizens, while keeping the town's coffers from going dry. You've got a familiar handful of resources at your disposal: residential, commercial, and industrial zones, road and rail, power plants, and water pumps, and connecting wires and pipes for same. Like in the PC version, you can terraform your own map if you care to, or just play on whatever the game reticulates for you, or take control of a preset scenario with a particular goal to meet. Regardless of which way you play, you'll have taxes to set, funding to negotiate, and policies to enact to keep your people, most of whom seem to be named Akiko for whatever reason, happy and healthy. Also catch holy hell for it in next year's newspaper, right alongside how sex figures into which way the toilet paper goes and what animals are turning blue now. That's all well and good, and the gameplay is as sound as it's ever been. The soundtrack is near identical to the original, and they've even got the creepy photos of your advisors who tell you whether or not you've got enough hospitals. The problem with this version manifests primarily in two forms: painful controls and massive lag. The tight confines of this screen and the low resolution of the console leave almost no room for a toolbox, so your building menu is popped up on command and suffers from very slow movement. Actual placement of resources is subject to a very finicky cursor, though the ability to simply select beginning and end points for a zone or stretch of road helps correct errors a bit. But the lag, which pervades everything from cursor movement to menu movement, is the largest culprit. One scenario, which has you attempting to clean up after terrorists attacked the 1992 Olympics in Barcelona, is rendered almost completely unplayable by the slow propagation of fires should you so much as think of letting up on the bulldoze button. Not only that, if you want to actually save a city, you'll need some 470 blocks free, or in other words, almost the entire local memory of a Saturn. Hope your memory card works. Had SimCity 2000 seen release later than the first year of the Saturn's life, it probably would have been better optimized for the hardware. As it stands, though, just stick with the PC version to save yourself from the hair pulling.